Hello, everyone. A few weeks ago, my colleague Sean Goldsmith gave a talk at the Independent Schools Association of Southern Africa conference that really stopped people in their tracks. So today, I want to walk you through a crucial part of that presentation. What is, without a doubt, the single most urgent threat our children and, frankly, our entire school communities are facing right now? Now, to really get our heads around what we're up against, Sean posed a question that just cuts right through all the noise. It's a pretty simple question, but in this new digital world we find ourselves in, the answer has become, well, terrifyingly different.
Just think about that for a second. You know, traditionally, a malicious rumor, some horrible lie in the schoolyard, that might have taken weeks to fester and spread. But in the world our kids are living in right now, the game has been completely and terrifyingly rewritten.
And that is not an exaggeration. The threat of AI-driven bullying isn't some problem for the future. No, it is happening right now in schools all across Southern Africa and the world, with tools that are free, incredibly powerful, and frighteningly easy for any student to get their hands on. Now, I know what you might be thinking. How is this even possible? How can a reputation be destroyed in just a few minutes? Well, the process is disturbingly simple, and it all starts with a single innocent image. As Sean laid out in his presentation, it takes just 3 steps. You take a photo from a school website, maybe a voice note from a WhatsApp group. That's step 1. Then, a free deepfake app creates something awful, defamatory, explicit. That's step 2. And finally, step 3. It gets shared. It goes viral, often before the victim, whether it's a student or even a teacher, has any idea what's happening. And this, right here, this gets to the absolute core of the problem. We're not talking about some kind of high-tech spy gear. This is accessible to any student with a smartphone. The barrier to entry for becoming a reputation destroyer is now basically zero.
And please, whatever you do, don't make the mistake of thinking this is an isolated issue or something that won't happen here. As Sean's newsletter, The School Bully, highlights every single week, this is a global wildfire spreading through schools everywhere. It is a genuine crisis. Take the United States, for instance. Fabricated nude images of students went viral just before their homecoming dance. It turned what should have been a celebration into a source of real trauma for the students, for their families, and for the entire school. Over in the UK, it wasn't just students. A teacher's career and reputation were put at severe risk by a complete fabrication, a deepfake video alleging an affair, all created from 2 innocent profile pictures. And in South Korea, the threat has even morphed into financial extortion. Scammers are now using AI clone voices of friends and teachers to trick students into sending them money. So you have a 2-front threat, reputational and financial harm. This quote from an educator who's right there on the front lines, it just says it all. We can't tell real from fake anymore. AI deepfakes are the new rumor mill, weaponized. And that word, weaponized, is exactly right. This isn't just gossip. This is a whole new form of digital assault. I know, this all sounds incredibly overwhelming, but believe me, helplessness is not an option. We absolutely can, and we absolutely must fight back. The way forward requires a clear, structured 3-layer defense. So the foundation of our defense, layer 1, is a strong, clear AI policy for your school. This is the document that establishes the rules of the road and the consequences. Now, we know this can be a daunting task, which is why Sean and the team at Sanusi actually provide free access to an online policy creator to help every single school build this critical foundation. Layer 2 is our people. You see, a policy is useless if it just sits in a drawer somewhere. We have to build a culture of safety, and that happens through education. This means dedicated briefings and training for teachers, for parents, and for students on these very real risks. These are exactly the kinds of essential sessions that Sanusi helps schools run to make sure everyone is prepared. But look, policy and training alone aren't enough when the threat operates at the speed of software. We are literally bringing a knife to a gunfight if we don't have a technological shield. We have to fight bad AI with good AI. And this is where the 3rd layer comes in, Sanusi Safeguard. It's a system designed from the ground up to offer proactive protection for the entire school community, with 4 distinct shields for students, teachers, parents, and the school itself. So why is this so important?
Well, because it's not just another monitoring tool. Sanusi Safeguard uses its own advanced AI to proactively detect the very threats we've been talking about, giving you that crucial early warning. It's been designed specifically for the unique needs of schools right here in Southern Africa. And while the technology is absolutely world-class, the team has worked hard to make sure it's accessible and inexpensive for our communities. It gives schools the visibility they need to get ahead of a crisis, not just react to one. So let's just bring this all together for a moment. We have a clear path forward, right? It goes from policy to people to technological protection. And the stakes for getting this right are just incredibly high.
The consequences of doing nothing? Well, they unfold with terrifying speed. Look at this timeline. Day 1, a fake image appears in a small group. By day 2, it's gone viral, causing widespread panic. And by day 3, the school is completely engulfed in chaos, an emotional, legal, and PR crisis. Permanent damage can be done in less than 72 hours.
And this is exactly why no single teacher, no parent, no administrator can solve this alone. What we are facing is a community challenge, and it absolutely demands a united community solution. So this leaves us with one final provocative thought to take away from this explainer. The tools of destruction, they are getting faster, cheaper, and more convincing every single day. The critical question we all have to answer is this: are our defenses evolving at the same pace? Thank you.